Did you know that your bedtime habits could be silently stealing years from your life? Just like a 71-year-old man who tragically passed away in his sleep. These 4 bedtime habits are more dangerous than you think. Let me tell you his story. This man, let's call him Mr. Adams, had lived a long and full life. He was active, engaged with his family, and even stayed relatively healthy, until the night he went to bed and never woke up. What many didn't know was that his bedtime routine included a few dangerous habits that could have contributed to his untimely passing. Now, I know this sounds unsettling, but trust me, you'll want to hear this. In today's video, I'm going to reveal 4 bedtime habits you absolutely need to avoid once you hit 70, and how they could impact your health more than you realize. These small changes could make all the difference in how you sleep and how long you live. Stick with me, because your health could be at risk more than you think. Story No. 1. The danger of drinking alcohol right before bed. Take Mary, a 74-year-old woman who had a glass of wine before bed every night to help her sleep. She thought it was a harmless routine. After all, a little wine would help her unwind, right? But one night, things took a turn. After drinking her usual glass of wine, she felt a little drowsy and made her way to the bathroom. As she got up, her balance was off, and she lost her footing, causing a nasty fall that sent her to the hospital. The doctors told her that alcohol had significantly impaired her coordination, making her far more vulnerable to accidents like this one. What many people don't realize is that alcohol, while it may initially make you feel sleepy, actually disrupts your sleep patterns. It interferes with the deeper stages of sleep, preventing you from getting the rest your body truly needs. Instead of allowing you to fall into a restorative, peaceful slumber, alcohol tends to cause fragmented sleep, leading you to wake up multiple times during the night. This leaves you feeling groggy and unrested the next day, and over time, this poor sleep quality can have serious health consequences. For older adults, the risks are even higher. Alcohol can increase the chances of falling, particularly when you're already more prone to balance issues and slower reflexes. And it doesn't stop there. Alcohol also dehydrates the body, which can worsen conditions like high blood pressure or kidney problems. It's a double whammy when it comes to your health, especially as you get older. So, what can you do instead? Well, the good news is that there are much safer and healthier ways to wind down at night. Try swapping your glass of wine for a calming, non-alcoholic drink like chamomile tea. Not only does chamomile have natural sleep-inducing properties, but it also helps relax your muscles and calm your nerves, making it a great alternative to alcohol. Plus, you won't have to worry about the negative effects on your sleep or the increased risk of falls. So if you're over 70, it's time to reconsider that nightly glass of wine. A simple change like switching to a calming tea could make all the difference in how well you sleep and how safe you are in your own home. Story number 2. Using electronics right before sleep. John, a 70-year-old man, couldn't sleep without checking his phone one last time. Every night, before turning out the lights, he'd scroll through social media, read the latest news, or answer a few emails. It became part of his routine, and he thought nothing of it. But little did he know, this habit was making his mind race, and over time, it became harder and harder for him to fall asleep. What started as a simple bedtime routine slowly turned into a nightly struggle with insomnia. The problem here is the blue light emitted from screens, whether it's from a phone, tablet, or TV. This blue light inhibits the production of melatonin, the hormone responsible for regulating your sleep-wake cycle. When your melatonin levels drop, it becomes much harder for your body to naturally fall asleep. As a result, John was unknowingly sabotaging his ability to wind down and get the deep, restorative sleep that's so important as we age. Over time, his nights became restless, and during the day, he felt groggy, irritable, and anxious. For older adults, this issue can be even more problematic. As we age, our bodies already have a harder time adjusting to changes in sleep patterns, and the use of electronics before bed can exacerbate these challenges. It can lead to chronic insomnia, which in turn affects your overall health, increasing the risk of anxiety, depression, and even heart disease. So, while it might seem harmless to check your phone or watch TV right before bed, it can actually have serious consequences on your sleep and your health. So, what can you do instead? The best advice is to avoid screen time at least 30 to 60 minutes before going to sleep. Instead of scrolling through your phone, try reading a physical book or listening to calming music or a podcast. These activities help your mind unwind without interfering with your natural sleep cycle. You could also try journaling, practicing deep breathing, or even meditating to help relax your body and mind. Small changes like these can make a big difference in your ability to fall asleep and wake up feeling refreshed. Story number 3, going to bed with a full stomach. Helen, a 72-year-old woman, often ate a late dinner, then went straight to bed. She didn't think much of it. After all, she'd always enjoyed a nice meal in the evening. But one night, after finishing a hearty meal of pasta and bread, she went to bed as usual. However, this time, her digestion didn't cooperate. She became restless, feeling uncomfortable and bloated, and her stomach began to churn. It wasn't long before she was awake, tossing and turning, unable to fall into a peaceful sleep. What Helen didn't realize was that eating a heavy meal right before bed was putting unnecessary stress on her digestive system. When you go to bed after eating, your body has to work overtime to digest the food while you're lying down. This can lead to indigestion, heartburn, or even acid reflux, especially in older adults. When food stays in your stomach longer than it should, it can cause discomfort, prevent you from falling asleep, and even disturb your sleep later in the night. For older adults, this issue can be more pronounced. As we age, our digestive systems slow down, making it harder for our bodies to process heavy meals. Additionally, lying flat after eating can exacerbate acid reflux, causing stomach acids to travel back into the esophagus and leading to uncomfortable symptoms like burning sensations in the chest or throat. The result? A restless night of sleep, and the next day you're left feeling groggy and unrefreshed. So what can Helen and you do to avoid this problem? It's simple. Try finishing your meals 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. This gives your body enough time to digest the food properly and reduces the chances of experiencing discomfort while you sleep. If you're still hungry later in the evening, opt for a light snack that's easy to digest, like a small bowl of yogurt or a piece of fruit. Keeping your nighttime meals light and allowing enough time before going to bed can make a huge difference in how well you sleep and how comfortable you feel when you wake up. Story number 4, not creating a relaxing bedtime routine. Frank, at 76, always rushed straight to bed without any calming routine. He'd finish his evening tasks, turn off the TV, and then jump right under the covers, exhausted, but wide awake. His mind was constantly racing when he hit the pillow. Thoughts about his day, things he still needed to do, and worries about the future. Despite being tired, he struggled to fall asleep, and even when he did, his sleep was restless and fragmented. Every night was the same, lying there, staring at the ceiling, unable to quiet his mind. What Frank didn't realize is that by skipping a calming bedtime routine, he was keeping his body in a state of stress. When we rush to bed without winding down, our minds stay alert, and our bodies remain in a heightened state of tension. This makes it much harder to relax enough to fall asleep. Without entering that deeply restful state of sleep, Frank's body couldn't repair and recharge as it should, leading to poor sleep quality and even affecting his energy levels the next day. As we age, our bodies need a little more help winding down. Stress hormones like cortisol can build up, making it even harder to transition into sleep. Without a proper routine to signal to your body that it's time to relax, your body stays in fight or flight mode. This results in restless nights and a tired, sluggish morning. So, what can Frank and you do to improve your sleep? The key is creating a relaxing bedtime routine. Start winding down at least 30 minutes before bed. You can practice deep breathing exercises to help calm your nervous system, or try gentle stretching to relax your muscles. A warm bath or shower can also help, as it lowers your body temperature after you step out, which signals to your body that it's time to sleep. You might even consider listening to calming music or reading a book to shift your focus away from the stresses of the day. Developing a consistent routine will train your body to relax and make it much easier to fall into that deep, restorative sleep we all need as we get older. Conclusion. So, there you have it. 4 bedtime habits that could be silently affecting your health after 70. Remember, small changes like avoiding alcohol before bed, reducing screen time, eating lighter dinners, and creating a relaxing bedtime routine can make a big difference in your sleep and overall well-being. If you found this video helpful, be sure to leave a comment below. Let me know if you're going to try any of these changes, or just comment 9 or 0 if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more tips on living your healthiest life. Thanks for watching, and sweet dreams.